So, hi there. Hello, guys. Nice to see you again this night. So, we are almost in the end of the year. In Brazil, we call this date as Réveillon. It's the year passage. So, it signs that we are going to 2023. So, today we are going to study the revolutionary psychology, the book of Samael Onveor. Um, and today we are going to see the chapter 2, the marvelous ladder. Um, so we must long for a real change. We must get out of this boring routine, out of this purely mechanical and weird life. What we must first clearly understand is that each one of us is at one level of being or another. So there are different levels of being, and and what decides, what signs, what level we are is our way to our behaviors. Let's say it in this way. So the level of being of a drunkard is different from that of the abstemious. So here we have the two extremes, the drunkard and the abstemious. And the level of being of the prostitute is different from that of the virgin, from the pure, even being a boy or a girl, man or woman. What we are stating here is indisputable, irrefutable. Advancing on the theme of this chapter, it is not irrelevant if we imagine the numerous rungs of a ladder, which extends itself upwards vertically. So we have this ladder, guys, and this is kind of uh, we have these numerous rungs. So step by step, we can go and we can grow on this level of being. The higher um, rungs of this ladder um, is near from our being, our internal, our inner God. In the previous in the previous live, we were talking about it, and this inner God is named also as essence. So unquestionably, we find ourselves on any of these rungs. So everyone is at one of these rungs in this marvelous ladder. On the lower rungs will be people worse than us, and on the higher rungs, persons better than us will be found. So everything does exist in life, right? People worse than us and better than us. On this extraordinary vertical, on this marvelous ladder, it is clear that we can find all the levels of being, both worse than or better. Undoubtedly, we are not talking about pretty or ugly if nor is it a question of age. There are young and old people, old persons about to die, as well as newborns, as little children, let's say. The subject matter of time and of years. That matter of being born, of maturing, developing, marrying, reproducing, and aging is exclusively of the horizontal. So on the horizontal line, we have all the mechanical life. Okay, guys. So as we can see, these mechanical lives um, means all the steps of our lives, as the master says to us that even when we born, we are maturing, developing ourselves, we are studying, marrying, reproducing, having a family, and all these kind of behaviors are of the horizontal life, the mechanical life. Okay, so everyone live is on this line, the horizontal. On the marvelous ladder, on the vertical, the concept of time does not fit in. On the rungs of such a scale, we can only find levels of being. The mechanical hope of people serves no purpose. No purpose. They think that with time things will get better. Our grandfather and great grandfathers thought that way. However, facts have arrived to precisely demonstrate the opposite of this. So, guys, we have the idea, the common concept that this vertical, that the time is right here, our life is right here. We as little kids, as young, as an adult, after the mature comes, um, and also the old, um, all of this is during the time that we are living our lives, that we are alive, right? Um, and but we have a different um, kind of life. We have also this horizontal, but we have the vertical. So we guys have a cross, right? Um, this means that you are also um, living your life, okay, and both your spiritual life, or what I want to say is that you are putting your material life to serve the spiritual life. What counts is the level of being, and this is vertical. We are on a rung, but we can climb to another rung. The marvelous ladder, of which we are talking about, and which concerns the different levels of being, certainly has nothing to do with linear time. A higher level of being is directly above us from moment to moment. It is not in any remote horizontal future, but here and now within our own selves on the vertical. So, um, is our option to change some kind of behaviors, and all of these choices are made by us. We can change these behaviors, these thoughts, um, this way of act in front of life. Okay, um, so it is ostensible, and anyone can understand that two lines, horizontal and vertical, intersect from moment to moment in our psychological interior and form a cross, right? The personality develops and unfolds on the horizontal line of life. The personality is born, the personality is born and dies with its linear time. It is mortal. Okay, so my name is Cassiano, and for example, Cassiano has born, right? So Cassiano learned a lot with the people around him, with his family, with his friends, and the people that he knows. Um, um, he he likes of one team in Brazil. A famous sport is soccer. So in my region, a common team is called Grêmio, um, and both we have Inter. So it's Grêmio versus Inter. Um, these kind of behavior, these regional behaviors, the kind of dress, the kind of the behaviors that we have in front of in situation of life. So all of these, the religion that a person is practicing, all of these details and a lot of more, it forms the personality. It borns, it um, is kind of feeding, right? So it is feeding itself, and it will die a moment. So as Cassiano has born one time, he will certainly die because this is mortal. Okay, a tomorrow does not exist for the personality of the dead person. The personality is not the being. I will repeat, guys, this is so important. This personality is not the being. What I want to say is that Cassiano is not the same as his inner God, his essence, his being. Okay? It's something different. The levels of being are not of time. Since the being himself is not of time, he has nothing to do with the horizontal line. He is found within our own selves, now on the vertical. Okay? So we can go down or above, right? It would be absurd, obviously, to look for our own being outside of ourselves. Therefore, it is not irrelevant to establish the following as a corollary: title, ranks, promotions, diplomas, status. In the external physical world cannot in any way originate authentic exaltation, revaluation of the being, or a move to a higher rank in the levels of being. So, guys, this is the, as we were talking about, as I said before earlier, this is the chapter two uh, from the revolutionary psychology from Samael Onveor, and this chapter two is titled "The Marvelous Ladder." So, thank you for your time today. Thank you for being here with me to listen these words. I'm doing this initiative to improve my English communication, and I think that's it, guys. So, the Gnosis Institute, thank you for your time, for your attention, and for your company also. Um, be safe, be good, you and both your families, and have a great, happy new year. Bye bye.